So here I'm going to present what are the different pictorial ways that you can use when you are learning or when you are presenting a concept in your examination in order to score better marks and also for your better understanding. So before we start, I would like to remind you to click on the notifications button, subscribe the channel and hit the like button if you like the video. That's just going to motivate me in order to bring in more and more videos for your improvement. So, business environment, it is something that happens in the organization. The organization is the center part, and then you see the business environment has two other environments which are called as specific environmental factors and the general environmental factors. So, what are these? We are going to see one by one. These are the ways that you can include it. Now, I'll give you some examples. Mm, If the local residents of nearby area belong to the lower income group, in that case, Rajat will not be able to sell very expensive growth. So if you see the component here is about customers and it is a very specific force. Same way when it talks about the government things. Okay, when you talk about competitors, customers and suppliers, they are specific factors. And when you talk about legal, political, social, economic, then they are general factors. We'll just share one quick example. Since the government has put a ban on use of plastics, Rajat will have to either use jute bags, paper bags, or any other eco-friendly material for packing. So here you talk about the government, which is the government has put a ban. So it is something which is legal and it is a general factor. Okay, since it's something connected to government. Next one, I'll give you one more example. During festival time, Rajat maintains additional stocks as the sale are higher. So when you talk about social factors, you can see in the video links that I have shared, social factors where you have the festivities, customs, or values. These are the social factors. So here, social factors are the general factors. Okay. So whenever you have your case questions in one word, one mark connected to this, then you will be able to differentiate between the general factor and the specific factor. One more example I would give: instead of giving a manual cash memo, he offers an electronic bill to the customer. Electronic. The cash memo is the one which we used to do historical or conventionally. Now we are moving to electronics. So this is an advancement, innovation. So it talks about the technological factor, which is the general factor there. Now, features of business environment, when you are explaining, you can put it in a circle or you can just write down the different names like external forces, general and specific, interrelatedness, dynamic, uncertainty, relativity, and complexity. This you can do even when you do the mind math. You can just put the keywords in the slide, okay, for your better understanding. Now, what is a business environment? It comprises of two factors: specific forces and general forces. Now that I have told what are the specific forces and what are the general forces, you can specify that nearby, and when they're asking what is a business environment, you can easily specify what are specific forces and general forces. What are the forces that affect business? There are two forces that affect business: specific forces and general forces. Specific is where you have customers, suppliers, investors, employees, competitors. They contribute towards the internal environmental factors, and the general forces are the macro environmental factors, which are economic, social, political, legal, and technological. Specific forces are also called as micro environmental factors, and general forces are also called as macro environmental factors. Okay, now here you have the meaning. Specific force, they have a direct contact of the business firm. They are customers, suppliers, competitors, and investors. Whereas general forces are that which we do not have a control, but they influence. They are economic, social, political, technological, and legal factors like cyber law, and all of that comes under specific forces. I'm sorry, general forces. Next comes the importance of business environment. Why do we have business environment? Identify opportunity, first movers advantage, threats and warning signals, coping up with rapid changes because business environment is dynamic and it helps in assisting planning and policy formulation. It helps in improving the performance. So when you are writing the importance of business environment, you can just do a pictorial representation like this, a flow chart representing, and then you can write down the points with the acronyms. Dimensions of business environment, we know all these are the macro environmental factors that we are going to talk about. Okay, now this explanation is given. Economic, it talks about the GDP, GNP, interest rates, saving, investment, import, export volume, balance of payment. Social environment, it talks about customs, traditions, values, social trends, social expectations. Political environment talks about the constitution, the political stability, peace. All these are the keywords. Government policy, when you talk about the legal, it talks about registration, court judgments, administration orders. Technological, it is always scientific improvement, innovation in the methods of production. So, if you see this, then it is going to help you understand under which category what falls under which category, and that will be very helpful when you answer the case questions which are coming in 1 mark. Okay. LPG has been deleted for this year, so it's not there in the thing. So how does a business environment help us in digitalization? This comes with demonetization. Demonetization, where they have banned the currency of 100 of 500 and 1,000 rupees. Then what has happened? It reached to digital India, where the poor people who do not own cell phones, they are now digitally excluded. Now you see, like many people, they have started using this Paytm, ATM, all of these, and which will increase into demonetization. And why is demonetization important? The features, you talk about the tax administration measure. It helps in tax evasion. It helps in the cash economy and channelizing the saving into formal financial system. So these are the features of demonetization. Mm, so what is the impact? It helps in better development of the market. So with this, these are the different pictures that you can include, your flow charts that you can include. These are just giving you an idea what are the ways you can add on to your presentations. Okay. um, Thank you.